So I was just thinking, I feel like we got married at the wrong time.
Why?
Is there even a right time to get, like a right time to get married?
Yep.
Well, excuse me, when's the right time to get married?
After you hit 6,000 over.
Welcome to Smith Talk Sundays with the Smiths. I'm Jaleesa, this is Darren, and we're a married couple just like y'all, trying to figure this whole thing out and have a happy, healthy, successful marriage. And while we're figuring out, we're trying to help you do the same thing. So we have some tough conversations, and this is gonna be another one of them, so stay tuned. All right, so today's topic is gonna be, what is today's topic? Today we'll be discussing when is the right time to get married, and is there even a right time? First of all, comment below, do you guys feel like it's a right time to be married? Like there's a perfect time in, you know, space to be married? Like is there a certain time to get married? What do you think? When is the right time?
Right time for a man to get married is after you hit everybody.
Really? According to brides.com, because I actually did a little bit of research for this topic, they say the best time that they found in their studies to get married for a woman is the age of 28, and the best age, at least age, the best age for a man is 32. Do y'all agree with that? Like, what do you think? Because you are 32, you just turned 32 this year, and I just turned 31.
I guess
like
we
last
got
week.
married too early.
I guess we did then, shoot.
Girls be wanting to get married quick because they on the time.
The biological clock be ticking.
Yeah, y'all on that biological
clock.
Ticking,
bruh.
I know you wanted kids. Most girls want kids, 2, 3 kids,
but
5, and y'all gotta have them before like 35 before y'all consider high risk. So y'all be trying to pressure guys to getting married, and the guys don't be ready.
Well, you know what? But the thing is that this is also the thing. I know I was pressuring you to get married because though that last year I was like, all my
friends was getting married. That's fine.
Well, no. Also because we have been together for like 5 years, and I was in my mind I was like, if you don't know it by now, like how don't you know that you want to marry me? Like I don't understand that.
Well, guys, we want to get their money right. We want to get like just right before they just go marry somebody.
Well, that makes sense, but you didn't.
They're gonna have a responsibility of having a family, and they're gonna be the man of the house. Like they just trying to just get married just cause y'all want to have kids and show off y'all ring and be hyped with y'all friends.
I'm not showing off this ring, so.
Why not?
I mean, this isn't.
Oh, no, you cutting that out.
But that's funny though. It was a good little thing to put in there. It was a good little thing to put in there. I didn't want to show off like a ring. What I wanted, well, no, part of me did want to show off a ring and be like, yes, this 5-year investment in this relationship wasn't worth nothing, okay? Because I think that's like kind of like a fear that I had, which was with the moment that you proposed. I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, thank God he proposed. I was like, I didn't just waste the last 5 years of my life. That was my mentality at the time. Now I understand that every experience is a learning lesson. I get it. At the time I was like, listen, I'm with this guy for 5 years. We live together, okay? People looking at you like, are you married? Is he gonna marry you? And that was like that was kind of like it was self-conscious for me. It was for me, maybe not for the guys, because they're,
you know what? You got married based off what people be telling off of society. You ain't get married. You just wanted a ring because you was supposed to be married because you was with me for so long.
Yeah.
You ain't get married because you wanted to.
No, I did want to get married, because that's also the thing. Like in my mind, I always knew I was gonna be married, but I didn't really know when. I didn't have like a set date or time, but I knew that I always wanted to be married. And because we were together for 5 years, I was just like, and I was coming up on 30 all the time. I was like, bro, when we gonna get married?
Was getting engaged and married, and she was trying to go to these events.
I was
the only one with no ring on.
I was definitely, and you were tired of that too, because you
I ain't like it. I did like it.
Yeah. I'm glad we did it now, because I feel like we could have pushed back the wedding like another year, but I'm glad we did it because we had Savannah, so you know that it worked out like that. Bro, just hand it to her. Just hand it to her. She's not a dog.
To get back on topic, no, it's not an age requirement to get married. It's all about timing, in my opinion. Like,
so there is a right time to get married. That's what you're saying.
But not an age.
Okay, so there's a right
you can
time.
Reach when you reach on some independent level type shit. Like if you reach mentally, if you reach like that what I'm trying to say, like,
I don't know. Article said that women are probably the best age for women to get married is around 28, is because we've had time to settle in our career, experience college and grad school, and live independently before combining your life with somebody else, and just, you know, being secure in yourself. By that stage, most women are like that, according to this article. It's just an article, y'all. It said by 32, it's the best age for most men, because this affords men an opportunity to get settled into a career and potentially pursue personal advancement. So what you were kind of saying, like financial security, getting your finances right, and to develop socially and emotionally through living on their own and dating, which is what you also said, but you said hitting, so I guess it's the same situation.
So basically they saying 30 years old because, or around 30 years old.
They said 20 and 32, they didn't say 32.
They saying those ages because basically they saying you done with school, you should be like in your career making good money. But my thing is,
you should know more who you are by that time.
My thing is, I think with what I see from my experience, we lack to have time for ourselves. Like, well, at least guys, like it's like you graduate, or yeah, girls too.
Yeah,
you graduate school, and if you go to grad school, that's like what, another 2-3 years. So let's say 25, you completely done with school, right? Now you go find a job, and you really don't start making like some good money until you hit like 28, 29, 30. And that's when you are able to start traveling and stuff. That's when you should.
Everybody, that's just most.
So I mean, I'm only speaking, not everybody, definitely not everybody.
Yeah.
28 to 30 is like when you start making some good money, and you start to be able to like really manage your finances and all your bills. And that's the time for real, you really should be traveling with your homeboys and just dating and chilling. And then by like, in my opinion, like 33, 34 is probably when a guy from where I'm from should get married.
35, 40. I was 40 though. He was 30.
Like we all get our moments. We like, damn, like I wish I wasn't married. Everybody say that. They ain't gonna tell y'all that, they lying. It is what it is. It's all about the timing though. Like I met Jalise at the right time. I was ready for that.
Well, also, I mean, this is maybe a different aside, but it's like you have time to save up for a house, for a ring, for a wedding, for all those big expenses, for children. You know, you kind of have time by the late 20s, early 30s.
20s, man. For most people, 20s, you money so you done made something dumb to say. 30s, you in your 30s, you really cleaning up what you did in your 20s. So you and then you want to add a baby and a wife into it. So it's just like, damn, bro, I shouldn't even got married. Like, not even because I ain't want to marry you.
Wait. Well, you ever felt like that? Like, damn, like I'm not where I want to be in my own life, and then I got to add on a wife and a kid.
It's like stuff is like it's like stuff is so rushed. 25 to 35, like them 10 years, I think it's just like bam, 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 bam. So much stuff happening.
Happens fast too, because then with us, like she'll be 2 this week. Well, this week coming up, and like we didn't plan for her, so it was kind of like even more of a rush. Like, oh, we really got to get our stuff together, like right now.
Even like people, but it's like one of those things where you never gonna think you're ready, and you're never gonna think your money. I mean, women. That's why my mom even told me before that she was like, when it comes to like having babies, getting married, she was like. Because I used to always ask her, like, how you know you was ready to have a baby? She was like, you don't know. You just kind of just do it. And then figure it out.
Jump with both feet in first.
Yeah, and then you got to just figure that joint out because...
You do figure it out,
There's people, I got homeboys, I be like, yo, they be like, they getting up there. And I'm like, what you doing? Like, you plan on getting married? Like, yo, I got to find the right one. I got to do this. Like, I'm thinking in my head, like, bro, like, it's you never going to find the perfect girl you looking for. You never going to have your money at a certain, like, is stuff
you be thinking happening. Like people be too picky too. I be thinking some of my friends, I'll be like, y'all just
certain things you definitely shouldn't settle for, but yeah, some of that
yeah. We discussed that in a few videos back where we'll link it up here. But like, it's just like, I think sometimes, especially women,
I have a checklist and it's like, bro,
oh my god, that checklist be like this.
And you wanna know something though? Girls who make those checklists, this is like, from my opinion, they have a checklist of all this stuff and end up marrying the total opposite. Everything on that checklist. You wasted all that time.
They be waiting too long.
Looking for this stuff, and then you can marry somebody who you said 6'3", now you got a 5'7" husband. It's like
look for the heart, ladies. You
should check off 70%.
Nah, you shouldn't be compromising.
You got a checklist, 70% should be checked off. Otherwise, you probably ain't gonna. You
shouldn't be compromising your values or settling. Which I know. I'm not going to say any names, but I know a woman who was older and she settled for that, and it was a complete nightmare and complete disaster. Like, hey everyone, wanted to pop in here real quick to say one thing that I left out during this video, and I'm editing, so I noticed it now. Sometimes you kind of get in the moment and you just forget stuff, but one real quick thing that I think is super important to mention, that when it comes to figuring out what the best time is to marry your partner, if you have one, if you don't have one, is just to remember that you need to have your own first. Like, you need to have your own stuff together. You need to be secure in yourself. I believe that you should feel complete on your own as opposed to trying to find somebody else to complete you. We're all whole and complete, but a lot of us don't always feel that way.
I can say to make sure you have your own life before you're someone else's wife.
When you are marrying somebody, you're each bringing your own baggage to the table. You're each bringing your own baggage to the table. And if y'all don't work on that, it could really be a really toxic situation and a toxic marriage. And you know, you can work on that in your marriage, but sometimes you don't even realize that that is what is going on. So just real quick, I want to pop in and say that, and let's keep watching the video with me and Darren talking.
Just because y'all been with somebody for a long time and y'all went through so many ups and downs don't mean y'all gotta get married because of that.
Yeah.
Like, dude can find, girl, whoever, you can find somebody next year, meet them for 6 to 8 months, and marry him.
I mean, I do.
Facts. And you can have a happy life, like, cause I know a lot of people, they be like, yo, she been holding me down, or he been holding me down for this long, and they think they obligated to be with them and marry them. Cause honestly, I used to feel like that too, like, with like exes, I'd be like,
obligated.
Yeah, like,
I don't want to feel obligated.
Like,
to marry
damn,
somebody.
like I owe it to her.
Yeah. Like, I don't want you to feel obligated to marry.
That ain't the way to be.
Then you're gonna start resenting somebody. Like, you're gonna go to resent them and be looking at them like, why'd I marry this dude? Like, why'd I do that? I know women like that too, who just because they'll be with somebody for a long period of time, maybe they have a kid together and it adds complications to the situation, but then they'll be like, they just don't want to ever break up. And I'm like, bruh, he hasn't treated you right in like 18 years.
And girls, if that's your situation where you was with somebody for 10 years and then he got married to another chick in like a year, you gotta hold that L. Let it go.
That isn't an L. That's just it wasn't supposed to be. Let it go.
They done got used and abused.
No, but
their credit got ruined, and the dude just said,
not in everybody's case though. Okay. I see how you could. Don't. It's not an L.
That's an L.
It's not an L for everybody.
It's an L. You just gotta. I mean, it's life.
It's L for life. Wait.
That's a life lesson.
L for life. Yes.
It's a lesson. That's it.
It's definitely a lesson. L for life and L for a lesson. Okay. We both agree that this is not like any right time to get married. Even when we got married, like people be asking me about our marriage and stuff like that. Like, how do we know? And I'm like, you really don't know. But I think one of both of our best traits is that we just do it. Like, we just do things and we think later. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But I feel as though we don't like overanalyze it's a risk.
It's a risk.
But we don't just like overanalyze everything and be like, oh, I gotta like sit and fast for 40 days, 40 nights and try to figure this out. It's just like, bruh, either you do it or you don't. You're in or you're out. That's kind of how we are. That's probably why we're also like business owners too, because like I think it's a really great trait to have in business too. You take the risk, you hold the L, or you don't. Like, whatever, it's gonna work out. If it works out, it doesn't, and you learn from it. But I also heard this little quote from one of my friends, and she said that her mom, because her mom has been married twice, she said the first time you marry for money, the second time you marry for love. I don't know how y'all feel about that.
No, you got it backwards. The first time you marry for love. The second time you marry for money. Because think about it.
Okay.
Like, love don't pay the bills,
bro. That's what she said. But their second marriage worked out way longer.
I've been trying to tell. Let's make the first time for love and money.
Let's just make it, but with us, let's just make it this one time.
I'm
I don't know
to
what
the
you're
people.
trying to plan.
Love and money. The first time, so you ain't got to do it again.
Exactly.
If you're already in the situation, you already did it.
Love, or you can marry for love and then make the money, you know, together while you grow and make better financial decisions like we're doing now, which is what took us a little while to get to, but we here. Yeah.
What you dancing for?
I got a song in my head all the time. And definitely don't just be marrying out of desperation. I don't think it's really good to make a lot of decisions out of desperation. They even advise against that in business. Like, making decisions in desperation is just not good. So definitely not marriage either.
You do find a real one, like definitely get married.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one
sometimes guys be losing out on the real ones, or women too, I guess, on really good guys, because like it's like you get that 20% with somebody else and you have the 80% over here, but you so busy looking at the 20% with that person, like, I don't know, like their looks, or they got money but they're really an asshole or something like that. So if I don't know, I wouldn't be looking at that either. Like, if you were a jerk but he was keeping us financially stable, I'd be out. Like, there's no way I could deal with that. I just.
What you got, mama?
What are you doing?
5% left. 5% left.
Hand it to her. Right. So the comment of the week comes from Strong Body Reba. She says, I can't stop you from looking at other women, obviously, but don't make me feel like they are your women crush every day because you're going back 86 weeks into their pages liking photos when you're supposed to be at work. creeping to me.
Yeah, see, that's OD. And shout out to you, because you was going in on the comments.
You was going in the comments, girl. You was really really feeling that, so we appreciate it. Oh, question, because Darren needs to hear this. How do y'all feel about us doing a live stream? I think it would be so cool, but Darren seems to think that we don't, like, y'all not gonna show up, or we not gonna have enough people there, or it's not gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be so fun. Comment below, what do y'all think?
Need more people first. Need more subscribers.
No, we don't. I think you can do a lot with a small niche audience. The age of the micro influencer is upon us. Next week, we're going to be talking about Merry curfews, okay? So we will see y'all again later. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Thank you for all the love and support. We'll see y'all in the next video next Sunday. Same time, same place.